Welcome to ISVi, the collaborative lens on Vancouver, unfiltered and powered by community. We're a collective of creators spotlighting the people, places, and energy that make this city what it is. From mountain skylines to neon-lit backstreets, we're covering the stories that shape our scene. Find us on YouTube for real talk and follow our socials for behind-the-scenes updates. Hit subscribe and help us grow, because this isn't just our platform, it's yours too. Let's talk Vancouver. This is ISVi. The built environment is transforming. As climate change intensifies, we're rethinking buildings as part of their ecological system. Green architecture has moved from niche to mainstream, designing with awareness of energy, materials, and water to minimize harm and generate benefits for people and the planet. This video will explore the major trends, core principles, and technologies of green architecture today, and consider how this field is likely to develop in the coming years. Green architecture is built on a few core principles. First, energy efficiency. This means designing the building itself, its orientation, insulation, and ventilation to work with the environment. Second, using sustainable materials like reclaimed wood or recycled steel reduces resource depletion and the building's carbon footprint. Third, conserving water, respecting the local site, and designing for durability are key. Fourth, occupant health. Good indoor air quality and natural daylight support human wellness. Finally, regenerative design aims for structures that give back to the environment, creating more value than they consume. With these principles in mind, let's explore the major trends shaping green architecture. First, passive design strategies like building orientation and natural ventilation are being enhanced by smart technologies that monitor occupancy and integrate renewable energy. Second, a shift from high-carbon concrete and steel to low-carbon, bio-based materials like mass timber, hempcrete, and recycled industrial waste. Third, biophilic design integrates plant life through green roofs and living walls, which provide insulation, support biodiversity, and improve air quality. Fourth, adaptive reuse and designing for disassembly avoids the waste of embodied carbon by retrofitting existing buildings instead of always building new. Fifth, regenerative design aims for a net positive impact, creating buildings that generate more energy than they consume and restore natural habitats. And finally, integrated site ecology considers how a building supports biodiversity and interacts with its neighborhood through features like rainwater harvesting and urban agriculture. Benefits and business case. The business case for green architecture is strong, offering compelling economic, environmental, and well-being advantages. Sustainable buildings reduce utility costs and emissions while boasting higher asset values, better occupancy rates, and improved occupant health. Consider the NASA Sustainability Base. It generates more energy than it uses through advanced green technologies. While extreme, it shows what's possible and sets the bar for future design. Of course, green architecture is not without its challenges. Key hurdles include higher upfront costs, performance gaps where buildings don't work as designed, and the complexity of sourcing sustainable materials. Balancing these goals with budget, aesthetics, and local climate needs requires careful planning and adaptation, making each project a unique puzzle to solve. Implications for the future. Looking ahead, green architecture will evolve towards regeneration, moving from less bad to net good. Smart buildings will use AI to optimize resources, integrating into urban ecosystems with energy sharing and green corridors. Designs will focus on climate resilience and occupant wellness, emphasizing air quality, daylight, and a connection to nature. So, what does this mean for you? Designers and owners can reduce energy demand and choose durable, low-carbon materials. As citizens, we can seek out buildings with green certifications and demand transparency on their life cycle impact. With regulators increasingly incentivizing sustainable design, staying ahead is wise. Key takeaway: green architecture is no longer a luxury or fringe concept. it's becoming the norm. Buildings that integrate energy efficiency, sustainable materials, and biophilic design are not only better for the planet, they are better for people and prove to be better investments over the long term. Imagine a building that is alive, with daylight, fresh air, and systems optimized to minimize waste. This is the direction architecture is heading. The sooner we embrace it, the more resilient, beautiful, and just our world will become. We are designing not just buildings, but ecosystems for generations. You've been watching ISVi, where voices come together and the city speaks back. We're a crew telling the stories that don't make the news, but make the neighborhood. Every episode is built with you, for you, by all of us. If this episode hit, pass it on. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. We're building this together, story by story. Until the next drop, stay loud, stay collective. This is ISVi signing off.